to the other one, trade policy and import substitution. Import substitution is considered an inward-looking trade policy. It aimed to discourage the import of goods and services which can be produced domestically. Yes, so in this, what they are trying to speak in this case is now, inward-looking trade strategy, technically, the strategy is called import substitution. Yes, and then what does mean by import substitution? Which refers to a policy of replacement or a substitution of imports of domestic production. See, for example, instead of importing vehicle made in a foreign country, domestic industries could be encouraged to produce them in India. India itself. We'll be calling it as a import substitution. Yes. And apart from that, what is the basic aim of the policy now? Was to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. So that's what the third point, the strategy of import substitution, what I told you, was not only to protect domestic producers from foreign competitors, but also to decrease the dependency on foreign goods and services. And then in the policy of import substitution, domestic producers were protected by imposing tariff and quotas and imported goods. What does mean by tariff? Tariff is nothing but it's a tax refers to which is levied on imported goods. Yes, I will repeat again. Tariff which refers to taxes levied on imported goods. The basic aim for imposing heavy duty on imported goods was to make them more expensive and discourage the users. Yes, next. Quotas. Quotas is nothing but with reference to fixing the maximum limit on the imports of a commodity by the domestic. Yes, now we'll see achievements of policies on India's industrial sector. Proportion of GDP contributed by the industrial sector increased from 11.8% in 1950 to 51 to 24.6% in 1990 to 91. Annual growth rate of industrial sector was 6% during the plan period. Because of the public sector, the industrial sector became well diversified by 1990. Promotion of small scale industries helped people who did not have capital to start new business. The last point, protection of domestically produced goods from foreign competition enabled the development of industries in India. Yes, now the last one, we'll have a recapping through the flow chart. Yes, Indian economy 1950 to 1990 started economic system. There are three types of economic system: socialist, capitalist, mixed. Yes, again they have started economic planning, and then in that goals of 5-year plan: growth, modernization, self-reliance, equity. And then coming back to agriculture, there are three: need for land reform, types of land reforms, and green revolution. In the need for land reforms, low productivity, land revenue system, land holding system. Types of land reforms: regulation of rent, land consolidation, land holding ceiling, and abolition of intermediary. Green revolution benefits: availability of inputs, scientific rotation of crops, minimum support price, credit facility. When we move to industries and trade, Industrial Policy Resolution IPR 1956, small scale industries, trade policy which connects with import substitution. Useful of public sector: creation of strong industrial base, long run gestation projects, improving social welfare, reducing income inequality, employment generation. And then last conclusion. What is the conclusion in this? Industries. First we'll just talk about industrial sector. India became self-sufficient in food production due to the green revolution. And second, when we connect with industrial sector, land reform resulted in the abolition of zamindari system. When we move to the industrial sector, industries became more diversified compared to the situation at independence. But then too, excessive government regulation prevented their growth. Yes, now we'll move to the trade sector. Our policies were inward oriented, so we failed to develop a strong export sector. The last, the domestic producers were protected against the foreign competition in order to gain self-reliance. But however, this did not give them the incentive to improve the quality of goods that they produced. So at the last, we have completed the second chapter of Indian economy 1950 to 1990. Thank you.